big, overweight, just there's nothing attractive about the statue. There's nothing appeasing. It's like this monster.
Why is it that image?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could have been a little petite, soft girl with glasses on, with scrubs on.
Right.
She looked like your mother, your aunties, your cousins.
I think everybody that lives in America should visit New York at least one time. Just go see how it is, see how the people are. Like, it literally feels like you're in a whole new country. That's why when I first left New York, for you guys that don't know, I'm originally from New York. When I first left New York, it was a huge culture shock to see the rest of the world, the rest of the states. If you go to Manhattan, Times Square, you can easily see 200 people walking through Times Square in the middle of the day on a random Wednesday. It is one of the busiest, if not the busiest city in America. So Times Square is usually known for its huge billboards of advertisement and different tourist attractions for people that are just visiting. So recently a statue was just built in Times Square. This statue right here, it's a statue of a black woman in Times Square. My first thoughts when I seen this statue was, this statue is huge. But this statue has created a lot of crazy conversations. Check this out.
Fat, black, and ugly in Times Square is wild. Like, they really think we're a joke. Like, that big behind, 12-foot, overweight black woman in the middle of Times Square, that is what they chose to represent us? Like, that's what they think about us, y'all. Big, overweight, just there's nothing attractive about the statue. There's nothing appeasing. It's like this monster of a black woman who's dominating. Like, y'all know what it gives? This aggressive, overpowering, masculine black woman. That's what the statue gives. It does not give anything feminine, soft, strong, powerful, fit. No, it's a big, black, fat, overweight woman in the middle of Times Square to take pictures of. Y'all, they really be playing with us. And until we recognize what is happening out here, they're gonna keep playing with us. They're gonna keep playing with us because we play with ourselves. Baby, this is wild.
Yo, there's so much to unpack right there. Like, she said so many things. Like, we have to get into all of it. But the first thing we got to start with is, yo, calling that statue a monster is crazy, because I'm pretty sure that the artist that created that statue probably got their inspiration from a real woman. So for you to be saying it's a big monster fat statue is just wild. Because just imagine you get that email like, hey, we about to create a statue, and the statue gonna look a little bit like you. All right, we gonna give you a couple of M's, under the table. You happy than a motherfucker. You going to work your regular job thinking that you never had hopes of being a model. So now you've been telling all your friends like, yeah, they about to make a statue of me in Times Square, yeah, it's on the way. Just wait. It's coming. So now you finally get the email. It's done. Check your phone. You look at your phone and motherfuckers online calling you a big monster. Or excuse me, a big fat black monster. Like, kids are gonna be like, mommy, the big black woman from Times Square is under my bed. But all in all, I'm extremely confused. Because not only did the statue not look like a monster, she wasn't a big fat black woman, but this is a look and a size that you guys usually praise on the internet.
The black woman statue in Times Square, let's talk about it. I'm not even really so much interested in the statue itself. I'm more interested in the discourse about how y'all feel about the statue. Right? The same ones who go around telling big women they so beautiful and their body is tea are the same ones that saying, why would you pick a fat black woman to represent us? Right? This is why I tell y'all, don't believe these women when they be giving you compliments. Do not take it, right? Let it go in one end, out the other, because they just be saying anything. And the true colors come out when they are being stereotyped as something that they don't like, right? They all for something when it don't really directly affect them some way. But when they have to be associated with it, they don't like it, right? It ain't no different than when they be under the comment section of a girl who ugly, and they'll be hyping her up and saying how she pretty. But let somebody call her your twin. Let somebody say y'all look alike. Y'all look like y'all could be sisters. Then you gonna see her true colors come out about how she really feel about the way that girl look, right? Because when she has to be compared to the ugly girl, then it's a different story, right? But she can go around lying and saying the girl is pretty when it doesn't directly affect her. She can tell big women how beautiful she think they are until there's a statue of a bigger woman and she don't want to be associated in no kind of way to a big black woman, right? She don't want to be associated to direct black features, right? Like, you really get to see black women's true colors come out when they have to be associated with something that they don't deem to be attractive. They will lie all day in your face and tell you that they like something until they directly have to be associated with it. They love to promote 304 culture. They love to promote ratchet behavior. They love to promote single mother culture until they have to be directly associated with it, right? It's all fun and games until that stereotype is being used against them. When another race of people come and be like, well, all of y'all are single mothers, ain't none of y'all got fathers. Then all of a sudden, here we are offended, right? But we don't have no problem pedestalizing all of these things until somebody using it against you, until they try to associate you with being the ratchet black woman with a bad attitude, right? But you don't have no problem pedestalizing it and getting behind it and supporting it. And then all of a sudden, when people use it to stereotype you, all of a sudden now you want to bring up Michelle Obama. Now all of a sudden you want to bring up Kelly Rowland. You want to bring up more classy black women to use as examples. Now all of a sudden you want to bring up all of the college educated black women that you know. No. Bring up Sexy Red.
I mean, y'all know me on my channel. I'm all about accountability, okay? The woman has a great point. A lot of women online, if we could use Lizzo for an example, a lot of people be under Lizzo's videos being like, girl, your body is tea. Girl, you look good. I love your confidence. You're so beautiful and all this. Instead of telling her, holding her accountable, saying, no, you might want to lose some weight. You're a little bit overweight. You know, if somebody else says, oh, this person is overweight, or we don't really deem that person as attractive because they're a little bit on the plus size, now everybody's hitting them with, no, they're beautiful. You just want everybody to fit in this certain box. But now when we see a black woman statue that looks like the average black woman, and honestly, I don't think that the statue was fat. I really don't think that. But to see people now saying that about the statue is like, huh? Even if it is fat, or even if she is overweight, isn't that what y'all like? Isn't that still beautiful? But it's not beautiful when it's used as the new representation. So it's beautiful enough to be on some people, but not to represent us. So what exactly is beautiful? Because what is beautiful should be able to represent us, right? I want to hear from women that are actually a similar size of this statue. I want to hear what they got to say.
Hey, it's me, the statue, in the middle of Times Square. Although I do really appreciate y'all putting me in the middle of Times Square, y'all could have did me, you know, a better look. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my go to the grocery store look. You know what I'm saying? This is my wake up and throw something on so I can go grab the mail look. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my, oh shit, you gotta run to the store and grab some toothpaste because you forgot it look. This is not the look that I wanted y'all to do. Or like this, like, you know, cutesy, belly shirts, because you know they only for bitches with bellies. Maybe a side part, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a side part. Or something more business casual, huh? Yeah. Maybe bun, updo. That would have been cute. I'm gonna need y'all to like do a little switcheroo.
I hate being part of the black community because there's a 12-foot statue in the middle of Times Square of a black woman that looks like me, that doesn't look like Beyonce, doesn't look like Megan Thee Stallion, looks like the every single day black woman, and everybody's calling her ghetto.
Y'all talking about her? She looked like your mother. She looked like your mother, your aunties, your cousins, your nieces. Any black woman in your family, she looked like me. I am very happy that she's there. She's 12 feet tall. She's very intimidating. When you walk by her, you just gotta respect her. You don't laugh at her. And the only person that should really be mad is a black woman. And we're not mad. They see us. Every single day when they go to work, they see us. She's us. And she's black. And she's tired. We are tired. You didn't think we was tired? That's art. If you cannot understand how artistic and creative that statue is, kick rocks. That's art. Black women are art. Whether she had an afro puff or a dress on with a push-up bra, she's still gonna be there. They chose us before they put a 12-foot man. That's good.
One of the things that I find real common in all of these videos is the they. Like, who exactly is the they? Like, saying they created this is how they see us. Now, I usually know who they would be, but is this the same they that created this statue? And if so, what kind of meaning did they mean behind this statue?
So I actually saw this statue in person 2 years ago because an artist created it. So I figured I'd give some backstory and show what I know about it. Okay, so as you can see, I saw this in 2023 at Hauser and Wirth here in LA. This gives a bit of a backstory, so I'm gonna go back, pause, and read this. Okay, so I saw some questions about how did this come about? Who created this black woman? What's this process? Why was she chosen? So let's talk about it. So Thomas J. Price, this is him. Hey, Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Thomas. Thomas J. Price, multidisciplinary practice. Right, I'm reading from my computer, but it's the same. It can be found here too. Okay. Thomas J. Price's multidisciplinary practice confronts preconceived attitudes towards representation and identity, foregrounding the intrinsic value of the individual and subverting structures of hierarchy. Celebrated for his large-scale figurative sculptures, Price draws our attention to the psychological embodiment of his fictional characters, highlighting nuanced understandings of social signifiers and predetermined value. Amalgamated from multiple sources, the works are developed through a hybrid approach of traditional sculpting and intuitive digital technology. Price balances methods of presentation, material, and scale to challenge our expectations and provide cues for deeper human connection. He encompasses historic constructs with a newness that at first glance can go unnoticed, but that live in the public realm as silent totems for change. Price's practice extends beyond a strategy of figuration, harnessing the narrative power of performance, film, photography, animation, and abstract sculpture, this here, consistently throughout his career.
So as you can see by the brother's art, he creates a lot of art depicting the ordinary person, not the most fit person, not the richest looking person. No, the ordinary person, the person that you might see in the grocery store, not the person wearing designer, just the person wearing relaxed clothing. That is his type of art. It's easier to be offended instead of doing a little bit of research on the why. Which is why I never jump to headlines, because I understand that headlines are just good to create conversations. But you know the craziest part about all of this is, if that was a fit black woman that had a six-pack, she had very skinny arms, and she looked like she works out, she had a nice afro, you know what people would say? Why you gotta use a fit woman to depict what we look like? That's not how we all look. You guys act like there's just one look for beauty. That would have been the conversation. So some people you just can't satisfy at all.
Why is it that image?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could have been a little petite, soft girl with glasses on with scrubs on.
Right,
Why
right,
couldn't have been her?
right.
Dear Diary, this is not originally how I had planned to shoot Thomas J. Price's statue in Times Square. I had this whole storyline planned out, but sometimes the story finds you. And it all started with a gentleman asking me, what do you think?
I saw some stuff on the internet. It had to come before I made an assumption or passed a judgment, but I did not know it was a series.
Yeah.
But also, like, why they pick her to go here? It is art. Art is abstract, so we can think about it. What's the message behind it?
So what is it about what she looks like that really is rubbing you the wrong way?
I understand American messaging and how they like to portray us.
Okay.
You can't just drop your art right here.
Right,
Somebody got
right.
to okay it. They got to be some type of city official. It's my experience that they project certain images, and that was my question, like why this?
Right.
They do shape and mold the minds of people with media.
Devil's advocate. What if the artist, he specifically wanted her in Times Square, and he is a black man,
Why do you think he would put her there?
What he might consider the average. That could have been his thinking. I don't know. But
Well,
that
the
could
whole
have been his
thing
thinking.
is that he wanted to celebrate the average person. Because we're not celebrating.
Okay.
She's the girl that's helping her grandmother.
Right.
Because she has to cook meals for her every day.
That's a good point.
She's the girl that had to drop out of school because she got pregnant, but now is working on her master's. And nobody celebrates her. They have demonized us so much. They have traumatized us.
Yes.
And they have made
That's
fun
a
of
good
us.
point. We so paranoid.
Yes.
We like, what does that mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Why I got to be a...
Whereas
You gonna be paranoid about every image.
It's like we're human.
So we got to be more
Forgiving to
passionate,
ourselves.
yes, and towards each other. See, that changed my whole perspective. I just gave her another perspective.
Yeah,
but now
yeah,
I got
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
come reevaluate mine. I'm serious.
Art is subjective, and regardless of what anyone has said about us in the past, we get to determine the stories that we create for ourselves moving forward. So when you look at her, what do you see?
Man, watching conversations like that just give me chills. I love when two people can really open up their minds to really find a common ground. Like, it's not two adults just stuck in their own place. Like, to have a change of perspective because of conversation is such a powerful moment. Because while we want to sit here and be offended and say, well, why that image? We can't sit here and act like we're living in back in the day times where we don't have images of slim black women everywhere, whether it's light skin, dark skin, whatever. Like, we can't sit here and act like we don't live in the day and time of that. But we don't see the average day-to-day t-shirt and sweatpants black woman being talked about at all. I'm not mad at this statue at all. I feel like this is a good reflection for a lot of the day-to-day black women that are going to walk right past the statue and they can say, you know what, that's me. Even though I'm all about fitness and being as fit as you can be, I completely understand that that's not everybody's appearance. That's not everybody's path of life. And once again, I don't even think that statue is fat. But if you do, I want to hear your feedback in the comments below. I want to hear, what does this statue mean to you? What do you think about the statue? Comment below. Don't just watch this video. This is one of the videos that I'm making that I'm really trying to spark conversations in the comments. I try to do that a lot with my videos section. It's not all about my dialogue. I really want to see how y'all feel. Even though I don't comment back to everybody, some people gotta get a comment back because y'all be bugging out sometimes. But I'm very open to all perspectives. So please comment below. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Anyways, y'all, hit the like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications. Make sure you join the Discord below. If you really want to talk about this for real, y'all can go in the Discord and go ahead and go chat about it down there. But anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.